Hello YouTube, in this tutorial we will learn how to delete specific row here using specific criteria. So the simplest possible scenario is to use ID, because ID in this and many other cases will be unique, okay? But if for some reason you don't have ID, and I really can't imagine that case, just use combination of couple of columns to secure correct results. So the generally command will go like this: delete from some table where ID is, or any other column is, specific value. So always use uppercases, and it will even work, as you know, probably up to now, with lowercases and even with interchange cases. So anyway, that's the not big deal. So let's go. Let's delete John using ID. So why, for example? Because we have multiple Johns. So assumption is, well, maybe if this is the latest John Smith, well, maybe, you know, this is kind of obsolete. I don't know. This is just example. So delete from table is friends where, and now let's define our target by ID, which will be 1, and let's issue our command. Now query OK, so let's check, is there John there? No, John is obsolete now. So as I said, you can always combine a couple of columns, so let's actually do that. Sorry. Delete again from specific table friends where, and in quotes, not in quotes, in brackets, normal brackets, always group them by brackets. We will say name equals, for example, Anastasia. But now when you issue this command, all Anastasias will be deleted. So we have two of them here, different. Okay, so let's precisely define them. Anastasia and last name is Sam. Equals Sam. Okay. Enter and query OK. Let's check our results, and there is no Anastasia with the last name Sam. So what will happen, for example, if you want to delete couple of rows here using IDs when in between those IDs you have OR? So ID, for example, 2 or ID 16. Then what will happen? Let's see. Delete from friends, okay, where ID equals 2 or ID equals 16, and let's see what's up. So apparently everything is fine, and there you go, there is no 2 and 16. But we knew that we have 2 and 16, but what will happen if you are using existing and non-existing ID? So let me just switch that example to using 3 here, okay, and for example 25. We will get into some kind of error. Well, no, because we have ID, and when you use OR in between, then any of these will be executed without any kind of problem. So let's actually check our results, and there you go, there is no number 3. Samantha has gone, unfortunately. Now let's go to dangerous stuff. What will happen if you want to delete something by, for example, telephone, but you will not say where? Will that delete everything? So let's actually check that. So delete from friends where telephone equals 1. I mean, I don't know what I said basically a couple of seconds ago, but I was thinking about when the data is common. Okay, so we are just looking into one column here, and for example, if you forget what you are doing and you have big data table, then you can run into this kind of issues. So everything will be fine, but check this out. Query OK, 3 rows affected. So if you're not precise enough, then you can destroy everything. So let's actually check if there is something in a database. Well, empty set. So that's a big deal. So please pay strict attention when you are updating and deleting. Always use ID in combination with something or a couple of these columns. Don't just issue this command if you don't have a backup of your system, I mean your database. Basically it is very, very dangerous thing. I mean, sure, the table still exists here, so let's check that. Data is there, but unfortunately no results. So anyway, relatively short and relatively simple tutorial. Just remember, don't play around in production, do have a backup. And as always, thank you for watching, for support and subscription. See you next tutorial.